Hi, this blog is going to be about running and what you can do in your run training to prepare yourself to the best possible level before the race in Copenhagen on August 15th, 2010. Basically, running is also great, it's very flexible and you can get very close out in nature and you have a very, almost total body experience when you run. You use your entire body. So there's many, really nice things to focus on. One part of running that is also kind of a little bit not so good is that it's a very complex movement and there's a big risk of injury. And this is what your main focus is going to be on, trying and controlling in your training. So you have to be very conservative. And you have to kind of try and address, in the winter months, you have to address your technique and everything and your body function to get that really into a high level so you can manage the big training loads that you're going through in the coming months. So really pay attention to this and accept that you can only progress in very small steps and that you have to have a conservative approach to this. That's the challenge here. The challenge here is not pushing yourself. It's not going out and doing something out of the ordinary. It's just sticking to your routine and just putting a little bit extra on each week. I prefer focusing on two runs in my Ironman build. It is, first of all, I do a lot of transition runs. Straight after the long or hard rides, I have a run. Usually it's maybe 30, 40, 45 minutes. It is at my Ironman pace. And it's my, training my ability to come off the bike and have a sense of what it means to run well while I'm tired. In many of my builds, a lot of my running have been done here because it kind of forces me to be efficient and to run very well when I'm off the bike and when all the muscles I use for biking are tired. That is one run. So you can have that in short runs, like 30, 40 minutes, and you can even once in a while, but not too often, do like a 3 or 4 hour run and then a transition run of an hour to an hour 15, where you try and really push it at your race pace all the way. And that can give you an idea of how you can do in the race. The second kind of running that I would suggest is doing a long run once a week. This is a pretty challenging run and it can be very fatiguing. But if you build into it right, it's not that bad. Basically, you should probably have started it, and most of you have started this some months ago. But what's important is that you kind of focus first on building the distance, not the speed. So go very slow. If you're in the 120 or below 130 heart rate, you will be able to go quite far without being too fatigued. And you should build that up to in the 2 to 2.5 hour range. Maybe not every week, but every other week or so. And when you can do that, you can start playing with intensity and you can start running that long run harder and harder, especially in the back half. Start by adding something 20-30 minute focus periods in the back half of your long run, which will again help you run while you're tired. Pretty late into the race or right before the race, some weeks out, you'll be able to do longer 2-hour runs which are intense. But remember, this is a long process that you build into. So this is the 2 runs you can do. You will have maybe other runs during the week, but keep these short and do them frequently, and you will have a great success. Also, if you want to run intervals once a week, that's fine as well. But again, the injuries is very important. So pay attention to any reoccurring pain you have that is not caused by training or muscle soreness like that. Anything that comes back, anything that you experience the morning after you run, you need to take that serious. Ice it. Maybe see a physio as soon as possible. If you deal with it quickly, you can get over it in a week or 2. If you don't, you might miss your race. So this is important that you really respect that. But anyway, besides that, if you remember to be conservative, you will have great fun running and you will have great fun in your training and really enjoy everything you do from now until the race. Take care and happy training.